she's like a newer. I don't.
Yeah, she actually
I'm
last
back from
couple
when like
years.
Stacy Keebler and stuff was the
Nah,
women of wrestling.
nah, it's pretty. Last probably 5 years maybe. But she
I'm hitting the go live button, by the way.
already did. I'm already on.
Oh, you already did. Oh, you're so cool.
That's right.
Let me tell
Remember
you.
that.
Let me
Remember
tell you
that.
how cool you are.
I'm the awesomest person you'll ever meet. How's
Yo.
that? but
So
uh,
I
but
guess I'll do the intro this week, and
I'm gonna
once
do.
I get loaded, once
Put
it publishes to YouTube.
trying to put my thumbnail on the two. I wish they
Yeah, I
would
should probably do
streamline.
that too, huh?
I wish they streamline this a little better and make it so much nicer.
Do your channel.
There's that.
It makes me mad that thumbnail won't save.
Yeah, no.
I
Well,
kind of like how it looks on my channel view without the thumbnail. I'm
right,
not gonna lie.
right. It does. And
Like the setups look. I still need to change the addresses underneath, and I need to guide you through how to make that lettering and the gradient and everything. But it looks pretty clean
that
on
thing.
my
That.
end.
What's going on
So I'm just gonna leave it there tonight. Anyways, tell me when you're ready.
here? You go ahead and do the opening, and
Oh, Kidoki. So welcome to Two Random Streamers, weekly podcast between the streamer Thunder Ronin and Blasphemy Games. Just a little stream that we do to have a time set aside every week for us to talk about things. Tonight we're going to go into streaming tech and then just different ideas. It's not going to be your traditional format where we like give tips and advice, although there will probably be nuggets of tips and advice in there, or whatever. But we just set aside about an hour a week to just talk because a lot of times we're playing games and we don't have. But so if you're new to the podcast, this is episode 7. We are on Buzzsprout, Spotify. If you go to Buzzsprout, you can find us. We did recently hit 10 downloads, and then now we're at 11 or 12. So, yeah. Let me introduce myself. If you're new to the podcast, I'm Blasphemy Games, or I'm Blasphemy from Blasphemy Games. Uh, your mic's muted, and my mic is not muted. Oh, this is bad. We're gonna have to do all that again.
I heard you.
Yeah, but my stream did not hear me. So let's do this. Is this? Ooh, yeah, that's better. Okay. Okay, now that we're fixed that, I'll redo the intro. Welcome to Two Random Streamers, where two random streamers, Blasphemy Games and Thunder Ronin, use this time every week set aside for 1 hour to just talk about whatever we want. A lot of times we do tips like, what to do when you get into streaming or things like that. This week we're just going to talk about streaming tech, not necessarily
Hardware.
advice, yeah, and not necessarily an advice type thing. We're just going to talk about the stuff that we've been talking about streaming and how we've been talking about changing our streams and things like that. And we're going to, and the new tech that's coming out, the hardware, what we have on the plans for our future, and things like that. And yeah, we're just going to dive right into it, guys. I'll let Thunder Ronin introduce himself so you guys know who he is.
I am Thunder Ronin. Stream nightly on Twitch. It may change. But, like I said, me and had an idea, just come up with a YouTube, something to do on YouTube. And a podcast seems pretty reasonable. So I got in touch with Blasphemy Games here. Figured it, see if he thought it was a good idea. And told me his take. Instead of just having a one-person view, you got two. He's a lot more technical at a lot of stuff than I am. And so, as of right now, we're just, like I said, tonight we're going to talk about not necessarily your stream setup per se, maybe some additives you can probably maybe bring into the stream, like an avatar. And like I said, he talked about tech, as the big announcement from NVIDIA came out a couple days ago. So we're going to touch base on that a little bit.
I'm back. Sorry. Yeah. So I guess I'll just start off with that since Mike mentioned it. So if you guys haven't heard and you live under a rock or something or on another planet, NVIDIA just announced this past week, what was it, Tuesday or Monday? Their 3000 series is coming out. Now, mind you, just 2 years ago, they announced the 2000 series with the RTX, with the ray tracing technology. Now, this is significant because this is twofold. They did it because, one, the consoles are coming out, the next-gen consoles that are coming out, everything on those next-gen consoles can stack, they can do it, like, graphically, with a 2080 Ti, which is their flagship card right now, anything it can do, these consoles can perform on par with it. So it's a competition thing. They needed to push this out because also AMD has a new chipset that is going to be on par with the 2080 Ti too. That's onboard graphics. That will be on par. So they needed to push this to market, so they had this. They were still, kings in their industry. So the groundbreaking thing about this, guys, is I know you're thinking, God, the 2080s, the 2070s, 2060s, they were $1,000, $800. Like, they finally listened to the consumers. It starts at the 3070. The 3070s are only $499.
Nope.
I know you think that might be a lot. That is dirt fucking cheap.
Well, for a fucking high-end graphic card, it is.
For the highest, one of the highest ends, the 3070 will almost double outperform the 2080 Ti. Now, that's with some stipulations, but as you go up, like a 3080 is going to be mild, and it's only like 1200.
Yeah.
Like that's what my 2080, not even a Ti, my 2080 was 1200, like, or 900 or something at release. It's an expensive card.
It is.
So, if you have a 2080 or a 2080 Ti, don't take this as advice. I'm just saying, the market on those are already crashing. Like, I'm a part of PC part groups, and they're like, I want to sell my 2080 Ti. People are only offering 400, 450 for them.
Right.
Because they know this next-gen card is coming out. Well, people want to hold on to them. Well, once the 30s series gets into consumers' hands, that 450 price tag, it's going to go down to like 250, 300.
Oh, yeah.
Because once people have a chance to stress test these 30s, once people have a chance to benchmark these 30s, they're going to see how powerful they are. And that 2080, with a price tag of $700, $800, and they can get way better for 500, yeah, the market's going to crash on them hard. So that's also a good thing for consumers, because then they can pick up these 2080 Ti's, which they're not bad. They're just last generation, and they're not bad. They're still future-proof for another couple of years, because it's going to take developers another year or two working with these 3 series to figure out their full potential. So you're still safe for a year or two, but it's just a great move across the board. Consumers benefit from this. NVIDIA is going to sell bucket loads more cards because they're much more affordable, much more attainable for the consumer to grab them. So that's my soapbox about it. Mike, what are your thoughts on these cards?
I am, to be honest, really excited about it, even though I just spent $600 on a 2070 Super, but you know what? It is what it is. I didn't think they was going to drop it this early, but they dropped it like it was the hottest potato in the bunch. So, I will be picking up a 3070. I'd like to go for the 3080, but like I said, I just spent almost $700 on a 2070. So, and that's only been about 2 or 3 months ago since I put this computer together. But and like I said, with the new consoles coming out, the PlayStation, Xbox, I mean they're basically a gaming computer in a console form at this point. So, and I'm kind of excited to hear when them come out. I'm gonna pick up the PlayStation because I'm a PlayStation guy, always will be. So I always own one. So, like you said, with that coming out, they'd had to do something to change the game because, like I said, AMD is kind of on their skirt tails as well, and I'm kind of big on AMD on their processors, but I just like the GeForce experience with the NVIDIAs, the GeForce, because that's one thing that AMD does not have, and they may come out with something with that, but like you're saying, with everything coming out, everybody on their skirt tails, they had to do something to stay on top. And to be honest, a month ago, I wish I bought stock. Because that stock has rose pretty good since they announced that. I need to get in the stock market. Make millions. Retire. But yeah, like I said, you pretty much got everything out about it. Like I said, I'm excited about it. I'll be picking one up here soon when it gets released. Hopefully, there's not too many bugs. That's the bad thing about getting when the first releases is there may be some crashes and stuff like that. So hopefully it won't be that bad. That's why I'm gonna keep the 2070. I'm not gonna get rid of it when I do get it. Just in case if there is issues, I can always swap it back and keep going. But I do got that other computer sitting over there.
Okay, well, a caveat to that is, you're right. New graphics cards are going to be, at least the first month or two, there's going to be several driver updates for them and everything. So it's going to come down to a lot of, how do I want to say, like, there's going to be bugs for sure, but also the thing to note with these 30 series, apparently they're going to be more power efficient, which I know you don't think it's the thing is but like crypto miners, it's gonna be huge for them, because like when you're crypto mining like a Bitcoin, let's say if you only farm 1 Bitcoin in a year, they say that's not even enough to pay for the electricity, which I think is probably wrong, because I don't think you're gonna spend $10,000 a year in electricity costs. But the point is that when you're mining, you need to hit a certain threshold before it's worth it. Anyways, so these cards are going to be better with power management. So they'll perform better than the 20 series with less power, basically, is what that's saying. So that being said, and that being the case, like, I would pick, if you guys have the disposable income, my advice, personally, that's just me, pick one up. Now, they're going to be kind of tricky to get your hands on for the first probably month or two, but once the initial rush slows down, yeah, pick one up, and people will even be like, on groups I'm a part of, like, which was 2080s, they was buying them, and then they was like, oh, there's bugs, and I don't want to deal with the driver updates, or some people bought them, and their wife was like, yeah, why did you buy 3 of these? Now you're selling all of them, like, and recouping some of the loss. So if you keep your eyes open, you'll get a really good deal. Like, hold on a second. Mike, take it from here, would you?
Yeah, just kind of hang on to them. And like I said, they're probably going to limit, like they do everything. He's going to limit 5, because I know a lot of people's going to be buying them up and turn around trying to sell them for a little bit of profit. Don't fall for it. If they're sold out, just wait. I mean, wait a month. It ain't going to kill you. I know if you're kind of like me, something new comes out, you really kind of want it. So, but just be cautious. And plus, each manufacturer is going to have their own version of it. Like Asus has already announced theirs. It's got a bigger cooling fans and stuff like that. So there's always options there, which you're going to pay a little bit more for that brand. But for me, I pretty much got a tough gaming setup. They're going to have a tough gaming graphics card, 3070. I don't know what the price difference is going to be. If it ain't that bad, I'll probably do it, because pretty much all my stuff is tough gaming. But just stay calm about it. If they're sold out, just wait.
It never fails, guys. Doing a podcast, get a phone call. That's how it works.
That's right.
The rule. You can't have a podcast without a phone call. That's just how it is. Anyways, yeah, I heard what Mikey was saying there a little bit. Hey, Squid Radio, thanks for joining in. That's my brother-in-law. So he's... so I would say pick up a 3070, at least a 3070, guys. It's already better than a 2080 Ti. Pick it up. I'm gonna try to finagle a way to get it. It's $500, so that's cheap for a graphics card. But when you're in a house of 8 people, $500, that, especially with Christmas right around the corner, that's a little harder to finagle. So
yeah,
I'm gonna try to finagle it. I've thought about maybe selling my current 2080 for $300-400 and then making up the difference. But then again, with my 2080, I want to get the 3070. I want to give my 2080. My son Tristan suggested doing like a giveaway for it, right, on stream or whatever. But my friend Vince, he's new to the parenthood thing, and he doesn't have as much income, disposable income as he used to have. So I wanted to really surprise him, and because he doesn't watch my podcast, so it's perfectly fine that I say this. I wanted to surprise him with my 2080 because it's in great condition. I barely worked it at all, and I wanted to surprise him with it because he's still running a 1080 Ti. So I'm trying to finagle a way to like get that sweet 3070 so that without selling my card, that way I can give my old card to Vince as a, because I've been where he's at and the struggle's real. So
Yep.
I mean, he used to be able to just drop that type of money on a new, like he used to be the guy I like envied because every new tech thing that dropped, he had it. Like didn't matter what the cost was, like he 1080 Ti came out, he just like when that came out, he just dropped the money on it. He grabbed it and like I was still running like some archaic shit back then, like, and now I got this rig which I got because it's future proofed. And then of course Nvidia says, "Here, hold my beer," and they say, and at first I was like, I don't need it. I really don't. I got a 20. But then the more I looked at it, and then the prices released for it, and I was like, $500. Come on. I'm an idiot if I don't buy it at
Right.
that point, right? So I'm in the process of like finagling or wheeling and dealing and scheming and trying to figure out like some ins and outs. If I had a bigger following on stream, I'd put a donation goal ticker up there, but I just don't have the numbers to support that.
No.
But yeah, $500 isn't too inaccessible, but again, I got 6 kids and Christmas is coming up, so it's one of those type of things.
Right.
But Mikey's definitely gonna pick it up and hopefully keep his 2070 Super around. That'd just be the way to do it, unless, of course, you want to take my son's advice and do a giveaway with the 2070 Super, which
It'd be
isn't
hard,
a terrible idea.
but I mean, a giveaway for something like that, which, like I said, by the time the 30s come out, it's going to be not as worth as much as I paid for it just a couple months ago, but still, that's kind of a big investment for me to do a giveaway. It had to be sub only. I mean, at the end of the day, it's hard to keep being generous and not really getting much back out of it. So
Right, and I'm with you, and I don't mind doing contests. I think they're fun for the community. Where I kind of start hesitating is when people will tune in and watch just as long as that contest is going on, and then they bounce.
That's how it usually happens. Though we get, like when we did that first big one, we had so many people follow.
We haven't had numbers coming into the our chats and talking and asking questions about it. But
once they got that, they left. I mean,
yeah,
y'all
no,
did. When's it over? When's it? I was like, yeah. Now, we still got a good following, but like I said, when it comes to actual streaming and interactive, it's not as much there. I mean, it looks good on paper. If we got paid for that, I think we'd be all right.
Speaking of that, I'm going to segue it for you, but I'm going to let you go off on it because this is more of your thing. So tell us, you've already talked to me about it, so I'm going to let you tell anybody who listens to the podcast or watches the stream. You mentioned your streaming schedule is changing, so let everybody know, because once you're done telling everybody, then I gotta let them know how mine's changing, because I know a lot of people that do watch us, not a lot, but the people that do watch us, obviously they're accustomed to us playing together as a back and forth type of thing.
Well, that may change still again. Because after doing the figuring and how much money I possibly be losing transferring to a different profession, or basically just going to a factory, I am going to be sitting down with my boss now, and we're going to have a little conversation about some stuff. And it depends on how that goes. It may still be the same, but it may change because they do not know that I have been offered another job, that I have found one, and I haven't told him yet because, like I said, I'd rather get something changed here because I'm accustomed, because I've been on first shift for like 20 years. I don't want to go back to night shift, to be honest. That's just bothers me. Then plus losing roughly $500 a month in pay is not really a good thing. And besides, the wife of Thunder gets up at 3 o'clock in the morning and drives an hour to work because she makes as much or as little more money than I do. I'd rather her, if it came down to it, to take a bit of a pay cut so she don't have to drive out of town every day and be closer to home, and I ain't got to worry about her.
Was she looking at another job too?
Oh, we used to live up around the area where she works at, so it wasn't that bad, but she wanted to move back down to our hometown. So now she's got a roughly an hour drive, so she gets up at 3 o'clock in the morning. She leaves the house at 4 o'clock in the morning. She gets up there at 5, works, then she drives an hour home, and she's working 10 hours right now. Which, paychecks are awesome, but at the end of the day, if you think about it, $60-$70 in gas, but you got a really efficient vehicle. Damn thing better be, it's brand new. I'd rather her make $15 an hour working in town and saving us $70, because that right there, if you correlate the little bit of a pay cut, that it kind of evens out. We're already spending that already a week compared to not driving and her be a little bit safer being 10 minutes away. So, like I said, tomorrow I'm going to be sitting down with the boss. It may not go well because he is a bit of an asshole. I mean, it's his way or no way, and sometimes it's no way, and we've come to, I pretty much told him one day, back off or it's not going to end well, so he backed off. But, like I said, the young man we work with us left, so I actually got a raise.
Raise?
Gave me $1 raise.
Hell yeah.
Even though I missed Monday, I came in Tuesday. He said, well, we rely on you, so we gave me $1 raise. I'm like, God damn it, you're making it hard for me to find another job now.
That's a hell of a raise, Mike. That's not like a 25-cent raise,
I know.
35-cent raise. That's $1 an hour more.
And like I said, I'm not scared to tell anybody what I make. I make $19 an hour now. I mean,
that's a hell of a
to go from 19 down to 15, and night shift, 4/10s, maybe I'll work a little overtime on a Friday. I'd have to work it every Friday just to make up the difference in pay if I want to keep doing what I do, because I shouldn't, but I spend more money than I should on a lot of this stuff. I got 3 months.
You don't say?
Huh?
You don't say?
Right. Fucking.
You guys don't know this, but Mr. Ronan here, when I first met him, well, not when I very first met him, I'd known him about a month, but this man was blowing through money like a mad lad. Like a mad lad. He was blowing through money.
Yes.
And I remember telling him, wow, you got Mr. fucking Moneybags over here. He's like, my wife makes more than I do. But he's still like, then he bought like a whole new computer, and he mad ladding it over there. So when he says he spends a little more than he should, he's being modest. He spends a lot more than he should, probably.
Yeah, a lot more than I should for not getting anything back. It's like a full-time job that I pay somebody for me to do, because I'm always buying something for this, or I'm always doing something that takes up more of my time than anything.
Let me tell you about that. Like, I do the same. I spend money on this, and we don't make fucking anything on it. But at least for me, I can speak for myself, and I think I can speak for Ronan. We don't mind doing it. Like, it's not like we mind spending the money on it. Like, this is something. For me, it's a passion, right? I enjoy streaming. I enjoy, like, if I gotta spend $30 on haven't done that in a while, but $45 on a Fiverr to make my logo, I don't mind doing it because it looks clean, it looks fresh. I don't mind doing that because And not only that, it's helping somebody else with their passion. Somebody else's passion is like digital media, so they get to make that, and they get to make an intro for me, or they get to make this, that, or the other, and I don't mind doing that also. So it's not, don't let him, like, I don't want to speak for him, but like when I think I kind of do. He doesn't mind spending the money on that.
No. I mean, I'm just, we do it because this is what we're trying to. Like I said, it's passion, but it would be nice to explode and make endorsements, stuff like that, but it probably never happened. But you know what? We're still here every night. We're still grinding away and getting on each other. But it saying that, but then you see some of this goofy shit that nobody fucking, like a 50-cent dime store setup. I don't understand it. I just don't. It boggles the mind that they literally got a damn laptop and a fucking camera, and all they did is hit live and sit there and jabber bullshit for fucking hours and get thousands of people. Now you're just talking about women, and I'm talking about that fucking everybody. I don't.
I will say something about that, because today I was going to mention it, but since you kind of gave me a perfect segue for it, actually, getting me a better segue than you gave me. So today I was on Twitter, because sometimes I go on Twitter.
Right.
And I seen Fall Guys. I follow them, but I follow them ironically. Let me be clear. I follow Fall Guys ironically. And most of my tweets to Fall Guys are just trashing their game. Like, actually, all my tweets to Fall Guys is trashing their game. So
yeah.
It's not like I'm following them because I like them. It's following them so I can tell them how bad their game is. Anyways, I digress. They put this tweet out saying, this guy's got like 345 crowns. Like, and this is Fall Guys himself saying he's the Fall King. And I'm like, oh, cool. And they're like, oh, he's live now. So I go, this guy, before that tweet went out, he had he was a nobody, like me and you. They tweeted that out, and he instantly had 1,500 people in his stream, a bunch of subs, a bunch of people fucking giving him bits, donating, following him. Like, he won another game. He's 346 crowns, and like the guy wasn't. And yeah, his stream setup was very minimal, like super minimal. But at the same time, he wasn't expecting to like blow up like that, right? Like the Fall Guy developers are very well known for like checking stats on their players, and so they checked the stats of this guy, and he was like he's got like the most crowns in the game. Like, he's like some fucking, and he's like us, Mike. He's like 30, late 30s, like older gentleman, balding, like, and he's like this Fall Guy's god.
Yeah.
Okay. And so they tweeted him out to recognize him. Now this guy is blown up. Like, today he was even saying on stream, he's like, I don't know, he's like, I can't read the chat, it's going too fast, I'm sorry guys, like, I wasn't expecting any of this, like, and so, like, I want to say kudos to him, right? Because he just did his thing, like, irrelevant of anybody watched him, like you and I do, but then, like, it only takes that one instant, like,
it does, and hopefully you don't find out that he's cheating, but speculate,
right.
not accusing.
Huh?
Speculate, not accusing. I'm just saying, it's happened. It happens way too often here lately.
I mean, he does it live on stream.
Yeah.
The cheats for Fall Guys are pretty, like, obvious, like people just walking through objects and like flying.
I don't know.
And,
I said I don't pay that much attention to it.
I've seen videos of it, so it's these cheats are pretty obvious. Like, they just walk through like a hammer. The hammer won't even touch him. There's no collision with the character. They just walk straight to the finish line. Or like the one where you jump and you fall down. The guy's just like floating above all the platforms, so like he never falls down, so he always wins. Like, that's the type. These are cheats in Fall Guys are very obvious at this point. Like, so.
Well, that's
anyway,
good.
So shout outs to that guy.
Oh yeah.
If you guys want to find him, I'm not going to shout out his stream on our podcast and streams, but you find the Fall Guys Twitter, the Fall Guys tweet that tweeted it out. And I wouldn't say go give him love, but honestly, it's okay if you do, because
I
I like to
mean,
see these small time people get it. Like I hope me or Ronan one of these days get something like that. So good for
yeah,
him.
yep. I mean, can't knock the guy if he been grinding, put the time in, and it's just his niche. He found a game that he's really good at and likes to play, and kudos to the developers of Fall Guys for showing the love to him for playing the game. You know, fucking Epic or Activision don't do that shit
No.
because you know, if you don't know, we are the two number one duos in North America East. Just saying. Just come. Yeah, just kidding. But
We are the top rated players in our own minds.
that's right. But saying that, you know, good for him. But then you got the other side of the spectrum. Like I was telling you that WWE's Paige started Twitch already, and the only thing she did is just standing there with a green screen with all this fucking cool little background with a timer. And half the time I was sitting there watching, she's on her phone like she was texting, and people were just gifting her 65 subs, 70 subs, 80 subs. And there's a little counter. Every time somebody would sub, the counter would start back up, and it would start counting down.
What's this? Like they donate money to keep her on stream longer. Is that the gimmick?
That's what it seems to me. Then she's like, "Oh, that's loud," and kind of talking. Then she's sitting there eating. I'm like, "What the fuck's going on here?" I mean, come on now. I understand you already got name recognition, but at least be fucking entertaining
already.
Yeah, at least be entertaining. I'm just saying. That's the bad thing about a celebrity type coming to doing this. They think I'm already famous. I'm just gonna sit here like this. Just throw me money, guys. Simp at me.
I'm gonna add to that a little bit. Like, yeah, she already has brand recognition, so blah blah blah. But I don't agree with that. Obviously, you know I don't. Just sitting there with fucking whatever. Fuck that. If you don't got faith in your content, if you do not, I'm going to say this very loudly and very assertively. If you do not have confidence in your content, don't fucking press the damn button. It's simple. Okay? Now, adding to that, Ronda Rousey streams now.
Really?
But she doesn't just she plays games. She's playing Fall Guys, actually, is what she's been playing recently. So she's actually like playing games and engaging with her chat and stuff. It's not just like, but of course Ronda Rousey has that fucking brand recognition. She beat the shit out of motherfuckers. Let's face it, Ronda Rousey was a powerhouse in the ring. Whether you want to love her, hate her, whatever, she was a powerhouse. And now she's streaming, and she actually does game content. She plays Warzone, she plays Fall Guys, she plays, I don't know, some other games. Dead by Daylight, I've seen her play. She's kind of a variety streamer. And she doesn't dress promiscuous, and the camera is actually up here. Yeah? It's up here on her face.
See.
I'll let you take that from there.
See, I just want to. I'm just gonna show you real fast. I mean, this is. If you check out the stream, god damn it. Of course, she's already fucking affiliate and all that good shit. Look, she already got the check mark. So yeah, there you go.
She's already partner.
Yep.
I'm sure she's already partner.
Oh yeah.
Stream and you get partner at that level.
She's already. But look, this is it. This is the content, guys. This is all she was doing. Look, the countdown's right there. Look at that. She's at 120 subs already. She only got 4 videos up.
She's even using like the whole WWE gimmick, Page Mania.
Yep.
Instead of WrestleMania.
I mean, this is
for a signed poster.
Yeah, I mean, get 5 subs sub post. So everybody's given all these subs. I don't know if that's 1,556 or that's 120. I don't know.
I want to put this into perspective for all of you motherfuckers. Like, if it is only 120 subs, okay, and if they're all tier 1 subs, just in one day she made $600 just from subs.
And this has only been going on 12 minutes. 12 minutes.
12 minutes.
And
She's live now?
No, this is earlier.
Okay, go to the end. See how many she got near the end. Let's see.
Oh, it looked like you started over. Something happened there.
You went too far to the end.
Yep.
Well, now it says 86, so that was a countdown of some sort.
20.
So I wonder what that number is.
Let's see.
Because she's already got, I'm going to guess that 15,000 is followers that she has.
I'm saying.
And I guess she has 15,000 followers. Because then it goes down to 23 and then back up to 86. I don't know what that number is. But I'm going to guess that's 15,000 followers down at the bottom right-hand corner.
That's what I'm thinking as well.
15,000 followers, and people are, I can just see the chat now, people are gifting subs and stuff.
Yep, tier
Hold on
1.
second.
Tier 1, look at it. It's just. Let's see what's back this way. Look, 191 there. I think when the counter goes to 0, it resets. You know, because
What else she's doing is standing there, literally.
just talking,
like,
just
she's
reading the
not
chat.
It's not overly revealing clothing. It kind of is because it's
Right.
a sports bra and leggings, but like she's not doing anything.
Just talking and reading chat and responding chat. I think every time this goes, the counter right there goes to 0, it resets. So right now she's got 191, 118 earlier.
Is that viewers at that time or?
No, I think that's the subs up at the sub count up there in the top left. But I think if that counter on the bottom left goes to 0, it resets the subs to 0. Then everybody builds it back up. So who knows how many times that has went to 0 and built back up to 100.
Yeah, I don't know. And she's not. It's disgusting because she's not doing anything. If you guys want to see what I'm looking at, just go to
this is her format. This is her format. Look, this is all she's doing.
Yeah.
I mean,
She
every
is
video is the same, pretty much. Oh, look, she's got a makeshift ring there.
She's still in the WWE.
I think she's still contracted a little bit, but she had to actually retire because she had an injury. But
See,
I'm just saying, this is what
That's a key example, a very good example of somebody who didn't fucking have a plan, like not even a little bit. Just thought, I got a name, people know me, I'll try streaming. And then they, without any sort of plan, they just hit that go live button. And it's frustrating. You gotta understand, like, it's not frustrating for us little guys because, like, you know, we're jealous. It's frustrating because we put work into it, right?
we don't have a whole
like-
production crew doing all that stuff for us.
Right. Like me and Mike, we just talked at the top of the show. We're thinking about getting 3070s or 3060s or whatever. Like, we don't need them, but like we care about the quality of what we're doing.
Right?
So, and we know that'll make for better quality. So yeah, we might. Like I said, I'm gonna be wheeling and dealing and scheming and beaming and shit to get mine because it's releasing way too close to Christmas.
It is.
If they would have released it in like February, that would have been perfect for me.
Yep.
But they didn't. That's not what they did. So here I am, because see, I say February. I know you guys don't know this, but I got Christmas and then in January 2 of my kids' birthdays. So February would have been, would have been perfect. But it's at such a weird time because we got Halloween coming up and Thanksgiving, and we do Thanksgiving big at my house, guys. We do such a big Thanksgiving, and we do big at Christmas time, and then we got Halloween before all that with the costumes and everything. So, really a not great time, in my opinion, to fucking release those cards. Fuck you. Shame on you, NVIDIA. Anyways.
Right. All right. Okay. Let's getting about close to the 40-minute mark. Let's talk about something we've been kind of going back and forth on as we're streaming. Just trying to throw it out there. Avatars.
Avatars.
I've been playing with it a little bit, trying to think, would that be, because to be in front of this camera, to set the camera up, to have the green screen, to have all this stuff, it can be a lot of work. The avatar could be probably just as much work. I don't know. But just to make it interesting, I mean, 1 or 2 streams, if I set it up right, do it just to test it out. Get a lot more people coming in because they're seeing this custom avatar that I made, maybe a little kawaii girl or something. I don't know. I am going to make a different account. If I can figure out how to make a virtual one like that, I will set up a different account and I will see what happens and I will run a test. But I don't, and like I said, there's plenty of them out there with just a basic, like the little dog with the headset, stuff like that. That's not what I want. I want something that's I kind of try to design. It's going to be hard pressed because the Thunder Ronin. I may go more of the Ronin side because it's going to be hard for me to find like maybe lightning going around and stuff. But I can do the Ronin stuff. I can kind of get on no problem. But that may be something down the line because we talked about it earlier. I sent you that link of what I was watching to how they was designing it. I don't know how good that would work if I don't have the VR equipment. So,
well, if you're interested in spending a little bit of your cash, sorry, my daughter always needs attention at the wrong times. Anyways, hold on, A-Site, they can see you. Go. You don't get these. One sec.
Yep.
Anyways, so yeah, the Oculus Quest is a very good system, and it's you don't need a computer; it's all self-contained. It's about $400, not that much. I mean, it is kind of but for Mr. Moneybags, $1 raise, Thunder Ronin, the Oculus Quest is I would say it's a very good entry-level VR system because it's all self-contained, it's very easy, and you already got the Elgato capture card.
Yep.
And if you did do it, we could do like streams together in virtual reality and do like VR chat and stuff and fuck with people, have some fun.
Right.
Just throwing it out there or whatever.
Well, the 120 gig is $500.
There's a smaller one.
There's 64 gig, yeah, $399, $400, basically $100 difference for. I mean, if I'm gonna do it, I'll probably go ahead and get, not saying, but when I do stuff, I get the best one I can get. But
at any rate, the Avatar thing, they also have like. What we're talking about is like making a VR avatar, VR camera on the game. So that's what you see is our VR avatar. When we talk, the lips move and the hands move. It's a very involved process. It is very involved process.
Yeah, it is.
So it would take like a whole weekend for us to troubleshoot it and get it all done. That being said, they have simpler avatars that you can use, but they're kind of whatever. But we were thinking about doing something like that. Maybe a stream or two, just to have, I don't know, spice it up, or I don't know. I seen a guy today. God damn it! All he was doing was sitting on stream.
Oh yeah, I seen it.
Smoking weed, talking about weed, calling it gas. It's that gas, which I guess is some super weed. I don't know. I haven't smoked weed in like 19, 20 years. Okay, I don't fucking know what gas is. But he was talking about it. He had like 60 viewers consistently throwing subs and donations at him. All he's doing is sitting there, ooh, this is that gas. You guys don't know about that gas. This is not just weed. It's that gas. I'm like, that's how you're doing. What the fuck? Why?
Right.
And so
that's streaming is broken.
We're not gimmicky people, but we're starting to think we need some sort of gimmick.
And just a self-plug, I will be opening first edition Yu-Gi-Oh cards this weekend. Got the Rise of the Duelist right now. There is an opportunity to pull a $600 card out of that, like 1 in a million, but you never know. I also got another one coming.
Boxes of it?
I
got 2 boxes.
I got 1 box of this. The other one is coming. It's a different one. I don't remember which one I ordered. I looked at so many, but it's supposed to be here Saturday, I think.
I haven't done TCG collecting since I had a couple $1,000 collect. It was well over a couple $1,000. It was huge. And then I was in that tornado. It was a massive tornado. That was 12 years ago. And lost my whole collection. I was just like, it's really not worth getting back into. I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah.
So, but I will be tuning into that stream because I want to see Mike's opening. Yeah, I don't know what some of the first edition Yu-Gi-Oh ones that are high value are, because I played Yu-Gi-Oh a little bit back in the day, but like I didn't follow it like I did Magic the Gathering or Pokemon. Like
Speaking of
those
which,
are the ones I know.
I opened a Magic the Gathering probably about 6-7 months ago, maybe longer than that. Dude, worth $5.
I yeah. I used to like
Reckoning
back in the day
Phoenix.
before the internet was like super like what it is now. They had a magazine that was like called Scry Magazine,
Yep, I got it.
and I would buy it every month,
Yep.
and I'd go through and I'd inventory my cards, and I'd write down the prices, like the low end value of the card, and I'd tally it up. Like I did that every fucking month, dude, and like that's how into it I was.
Oh, yeah.
Then I'd get a new card. I'd flip to the back of the scry. I'd be like, okay, what is this card? Oh, okay. And then somebody would want to trade with me, and they'd be like, I'll give you. I'd be like, well, the card you want from me is worth $28, and what you're offering is only like $12. Like you're gonna have to make up the difference somehow, right? Like
Oh yeah, I did that. Trust me, I was in Magic too. I did the same thing.
I was very into it, and then of course Mother Nature said, "Not anymore. You're not, bitch."
Right, but
So, yeah. So we're thinking of stream avatars.
yep. Go back to get away from the self plug and get back to what we're talking about. But yeah, that's going to be a lot of trial and error, especially if you want to do like a custom one. Because I know the idea you gave me earlier, I thought was pretty cool. But I mean, and it's like I said, it's really involved to do a custom one with the hair and.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you carry the stream for about 5 minutes while I go handle my fit throwing daughter.
All right. But yeah, guys. Yep. But like I said, we thought about doing it. There's like 5 to 6 different programs you gotta download to kind of set it up. So and I don't know if you gotta pay for any of them. You probably do, since it's basically VR technology. So we're going to look into it. And like I said, with both of us doing it, if we do it all at the same time, one of us figure out a problem, the other one can tell, hey, I'm having this issue. Well, this is how you fix it. Back and forth, back and forth. We always bounce ideas off each other, especially when we're making YouTube videos. If you don't know, we've been uploading to YouTube like crazy the last week at least. Descriptions in our bios, or unless you're already on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. Check us both out. But yeah, they're going to be. I think it'd be interesting. And like I said, I'm going to test the theory if I can make one good enough and make it sound good enough. I'm going to make a totally different channel, and I'm going to run about a 3-month test and correlate all my stuff on YouTube and make a video about it. But first I gotta get good at it. So, that being said, that the avatar thing will probably be coming. It'll probably be coming. Because like I said, I don't know if them programs you got to buy for the avatar, if you got to actually buy them or it's free downloads or whatever. So
Everything's free if you know where to look.
Allegedly. Right?
I'll say it. I go to the Pirate Bay. I don't give a fuck.
But yeah, I just kind of talk about the avatar that, if we're both doing it, it's a little easier just in case one of us having problems, the other one, we have 2 people trying to figure it out instead of 1. So we don't get kind of lagged with it and get frustrated and not do it.
Yeah, so if Mike does go tonight, so I'll probably be doing more VR streams during the week where I gotta get a capture card still. It's something I've been needing to get for a long time, but I've been putting it out because I don't do console streaming, so. But I need to get one anyways. I'll be doing VR streams, and if Mikey decides to get VR, I'll do VR streams with Mikey too. I'm flexible in that way.
Yep.
But so that's kind of up in limbo right now. But other than that, yeah. I do need a new monitor too, by the way, since we're talking about tech that we need for streaming.
Right.
So now I'm looking at a $500 graphics card and like a $200 new monitor. So
And a $250,
Yeah.
$300 capture card. So, yeah.
they're not that much. The Elgato one's only like,
What is it? 160.
I thought it was cheaper than that. Elgato capture card is 178. Yeah, about 200. But they got cheaper capture cards. I just hear good things about Elgato.
I haven't had a
And
problem
there
with
are-
mine.
There are ways to stream VR without the capture card that are a little bit, I wouldn't say more involved, but they are, sometimes you don't have the audio sync correctly, so like the sounds that from the VR are like not matched up with the video that's being streamed and stuff like that. So there's a whole thing behind that, but be that as it may, that might be the option I go with for right now because, like I said, I want a $500 graphics card. I need at least two $300 monitor that has at least 144 hertz would be nice for refresh rate, but that's really expensive. But
Yeah.
at least higher than 60 hertz refresh rate, and that's gonna be a couple $100, if not $300. And
Right.
I mean, and all this is happening, by the way, because my second monitor went out for good finally. All this is happening around Christmas time. Great time to be a streamer. Yeah.
All right. Too bad we don't
Just wanted
have enough followers to donate. That'd be even better.
Right. If anybody knows you got money and you want to donate to the cause,
You need to
I
put.
don't know.
You need to put a ticker up on the next when we get back into Fortnite. New monitor. Show some love for the #1 duels in North America.
Fuck that, new monitor, plus I need a total of like $800 for new monitor, new fucking...
I'm gonna put it up there. Watch it. I don't think I won't. I'll put it on.
fucking will.
Put it on. Fucking.
I mean, I won't get nothing, but I'll do it.
Right. Cracky.
But I need a new monitor, new graphics card. I mean, really, monitor can come before the graphics card, because yes, the graphics card releases later this month in a couple weeks, but if I want to wait a couple months, that's not a big deal.
Yeah, that's what I was planning on doing. That just
Not having two monitors, like I was gonna have okay, here's my dream setup. I'll just like lay it out for everybody. Envision this, okay? So I have my desk set up here, right? I got a main monitor here. Over here is my second monitor. What I want to do eventually, before this monitor decided to shit out on me, I wanted to go 1, 2, and then when I move to this office space, when my son moves out, behind these two have one mounted up here. So I'd have these two on the bottom, and then one big one up here, like a long, either one big one or two smaller ones.
yeah.
But mounted up here, and then have a shelf behind me over here. However you want to look at it, whatever. That would like have a camera that would like look down on my setup as a like intermission screen or AFK screen or something. That's my ultimate dream, of course.
Right. Dreams are what they are, but like I said, I got 3 monitors, but I wouldn't mind having, like I said, I could turn my desk around to the wall and put a big one there, but I mean, I like to have that for chat, so I can just kind of look up and have big words up there, so I ain't got to worry about looking over here. I can actually kind of stay focused in line with what I'm playing in the middle. So
That's what I needed it for. I wanted one above me so I could just like glance up and, be like, oh, hey, how's it going tonight? Lethal Shots, hey, Ledrier, what's going on, buddy? And
yep.
and then go back to playing, and instead of having like turn my head all the way over here, read, go back here, I could just like glance up, see it, and go back to doing what I'm doing. See, I don't even want to sound conceited. I just don't want to sound like I'm better than everybody else, because I'm not. But this is the type of shit I think about a lot, like stream setup, and I want to do like soundproofing foam. I want to
Yep.
like do better lighting. Like right now I'm in my bedroom, so like I'm limited in space. This is my space, and like I know you can't see it, but it's not much. It's maybe 4 by 4 square that I have of like that's not much space. It's not much to do. But I want to move out of this. When my oldest moves out, I want to get his room done up as an office, and it plenty of more space, infinitely more space, and I can do this type of stuff. And I think about it all the time. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put this here, this here, this here, this here. And I just, like Mike says, you see streamers that just don't care. They're sitting on their couch in their front room. That's what they're doing. Like,
and people are digging it. That's even the worst part.
People are eating it up. They're eating it up. And when I got into streaming, this was years ago, I didn't have very good setup. Over the years, I did my research, and everybody said, you know, yeah, you want your stream to look professional. You want it to have a professional look. Otherwise, people won't watch. And then I have a professional looking, what I think is pretty clean cut looking stream. And of course, me and Ronan always tweak our streams here and there. And still I got nobody. And then I see people just smoking a fucking blunt on stream. Nothing wrong with it. Hey, I'm an advocate for legalization of marijuana, so I have nothing against it. But at the same goddamn time, like, how do you got enough viewers to be partner for doing that?
Right.
Like, partner is I laugh when people say, I'm almost affiliate, because I'm like, you have no idea what's coming. You have no idea. Affiliate, it's that you think it's this, like, I did this great achievement, and at that
now
time
we'll get
you
paid.
feel great.
Then we'll get paid.
And then you see the fucking partner steps, and it's...
Yeah.
They are very deceiving, like, when it goes from affiliate to partner. It's not even going to be close to... It goes from, like, 3 average viewers to 75 average viewers. Like, it jumps.
And
3 average viewers, go ahead.
And it's not a guarantee if you do get all the requirements that you get partnership.
Right, they can just still decline you if they tune in to watch your stream and they don't like your content for whatever reason. They can just deny you. You can just be denied.
So, I mean, it's unless you're female and you got the Twitch panel simps on there that'll just watch you and, oh, she's been streaming for 2 days, let's go ahead and give her a partner. But, you know, it is what it is.
Got the viewers for it. Just get past affiliate. Why are we even doing it? I have a video kind of about that, but you don't have to watch it. It's on my YouTube channel.
Yeah, you do.
Which brings me to my next point. Me and Thunder Ronin both have YouTube channels. You guys, go check him out. He's Thunder Ronin. I'm sure he's got a link in his Twitch panels about where his YouTube is. I got one in mind for my channel. We've been I've got 5 videos up this week or some bullshit. So that's the most I've done in a long time. Usually I at least get 1 video up a week. But this week was a very good content week, I feel. And we got a lot of stuff up. And I don't know if I'll match that next week. I probably won't. But we do typically get a lot of stuff done on the weekends. Like, we get a lot of good ideas and stuff. And we get content to, like, some B-roll footage to roll in the background. So it depends on how much we get done in the weekend or how much I'll get up. I mean, honestly.
Right. And like I said, eventually you got to take a bit of a break because, you know, streaming every day and then trying to make content in between streaming and plus editing a YouTube video, making thumbnails, trying to think of something interesting to say, trying to make a title that pulls your attention in. It'll wear you out.
Keep the video interesting enough, like in editing, like, I used this type of transitions last time. I used this effect last time. I don't want to do the same thing twice. I want to change it up. I want to do this differently. And like, so you're spinning it. Like, you want to know how I did my last voiceover work for that Twitch Stop video? So usually I pre-record everything, right? And then I put the video over it and stuff. On this one, I did like my voice recording in segments. So like I'd talk until I got to a stopping point where I wanted to show a video, and then I'd stop it and label that part 1, and I put it in with the B-roll footage, and then I play the footage that I wanted to play, and then I'd record more audio. So like I was literally making the video as I was editing it and going along. So it was like this whole process. By the end of it, I had like 12 different parts that I recorded my audio for voiceover, and because sometimes I'd record and then I'd stop because I'd be like, okay, what am I going to say next? And then I'd record another part instead of, so
Yeah.
it was a new way of editing. I've never edited a video that way to where I was creating the video as usually I have the video created or most of the content created for that video, and then I edit it. Like that's how I do it. But
Well,
I did it as I went that time, and I think it turned out okay. I don't know. It's one of my more, favorite videos actually at the moment because
it
I
looked
think it
good.
turned out. And I like your video too. Like your video is the one that gave me the idea for it, and I really liked it. And I was like, I really like that style. So I don't know if I'm going to do more like that, but I think I will. But it'll be more based on news-based topics.
Yeah, it depends on it. Like, this situation we talked about earlier about Paige. I'll probably do a whole damn video on it, just saying, just because you got a name recognition, just don't mean you just sit there and get money thrown at you. I'm gonna go with it. That'll be something I'll work on this weekend.
If I might add some suggestion to that, make sure you do both sides of it. Like you got Paige who's doing nothing, and then you got like Ronda Rousey who's actually trying to provide content via gameplay, and she's not just skimpy. She's got the camera on her face. She's actually trying to make a go of it.
Right.
Because there are two sides of the spectrum. You got the slutty thought side, and then I'm sorry if that word offends anybody.
Get over it.
But you came to the wrong place if you didn't want to be offended.
Is right.
Definitely not a safe space. But you got the thought side of it, and then you got I've seen females that, even yoga females that are legitimately doing yoga, it's kind of skimpy, but, I mean, they're actually doing yoga, and, they ban people for, objectifying them in their chat. Like, they're like, oh, nice ass. They're like, yeah, you're banned. Like, they don't put up with it, so.
Yep.
There's two sides of that same coin. One side of that coin pisses me off infinitely more than the other, so.
Yeah.
There's that.
I think pretty much.
Anything to add?
Nope, I think that's pretty much all I had for the night for this episode. We're already over an hour. I think that's pretty good.
Yeah, we like to do about an hour. It gives.
Yeah.
It doesn't, and part of that is if you go too long, you run out of things to say, and people get kind of blah. First podcast was like 3 hours though.
I know, because we had a lot to go on that one.
Yeah. So, other than that, I'll do my little outro. Mike will do his little outro. We do the spiel. If you guys don't care, then I guess just stop listening now. But so I go live every Monday through Friday. Usually I try my hardest to do 7 p.m. to 11 p.m., 12 p.m. But a lot of times I don't get on until it's 7:30. But I try my best to get on, and that's it Monday through Friday. Typically don't stream on the weekends because Mike sometimes does, and I'm in the games with him, so you can hear me. But I don't stream because like Mike said, you need time to take a break from streaming, and then that's usually when I do my video editing is on weekends and stuff like that, and it's family time also. So you can find me on the YouTubes, Blasphemy Games. There is a game that's called Blasphemous, and that comes up first. But if you scroll down enough, you'll see my little Blasphemy Games. Not the logo that's here, but it's a very recognizable logo, and you'll see it. Go ahead and check out the videos. Hit that subscribe button. If you guys want to follow me on Twitch, I'm at twitch.tv/blasf. Hit that follow button to see when I go live. Hit the bell for notification to see when I upload a new YouTube video. We both have merch stores, so if you guys want to check out the merch stores, there's merch stores there. I still don't get your T-shirt, by the way.
It takes a little bit.
God, I ordered it like a week and a half ago.
You want this sweet Blasphemy shirt. Look at that. Ain't that just fucking awesome?
That's at my merch store, guys.
Then, of course, I am that conceited that I wear myself.
Obviously, you got to And if anybody knows any rich financiers who want to spring for me and Mike to get a 3070 card, hey, just let us know, man, because I'll suck a dick for a 3070. I'm straight, but a 3070 is a 3070.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Mikey?
But he pretty much covered it. Like I said, we both got merch stores. We both are on Twitch. Links are up here. So check us out. We both got the YouTubes. We're trying to get more active. I am learning editing. Blast's doing an awesome job over there. We both got links in our panels. So please check it out. Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on Facebook. You know, Facebook is what it is. We do stream over there, but it's like an afterthought, I think, sometimes. Not knocking it, but it hasn't. I haven't been surprised by it yet. But everybody, check us out. If you want the podcast, Buzzsprout, Spotify, bunch of different ones. We're still waiting to hear back from some of the bigger ones.
Addict, but like there's but the main ones are Buzzsprout and Spotify.
Yep. I mean, we're at 11 downloads, which is awesome for us. For just an idea that just came up, and for us two random guys just rambling for about an hour.
There's 6 podcasts. It's very important for me to tell you guys this. There's 6 podcasts already up there.
Yep.
So you can go back and listen, and this one will be up probably by the end of the weekend. I uploaded the first one, but I've kind of left it to Mike to upload the other ones because he's better at remembering that shit than I am. So
apparently, I forgot last week.
He forgot last week, but there's 6 up there, and they're all at least an hour long, if not 90 minutes, 2 hours long.
Yep.
So definitely go listen to them. They're just basically rambling podcasts. A lot of them have tips and advice in them. A lot of them have rants in them. I would think they're entertaining if you just wanted to kill some time at work and you wanted to hear 2 fucking assholes just talk asshole shit. And
right.
Yeah. Right up your alley. Go do it.
Oh yeah. And as that, guys, I think we're going to call it there. I'm probably going to.
Are we gonna get into some Fortnite?
We are.
All right. So I'll probably change my stream title, and then we're gonna go over to some Fortnite, guys. So this is the end of the podcast. Mike, you might want to make a marker for that so that you can cut it and drag the audio or whatever you gotta do. Thanks everybody who watched it live. Appreciate your guys' patronage, your watch time.
Yeah, appreciate you everybody being here tonight. We're getting ready to jump into some Fortnite, so if you want to stick around and watch some okayish gameplay at
it's about what it is. It's okayish.
The greatest duo in North America in our minds. We'll be right back.
Yep, we're gonna jump over to Discord and shit. Like regular Discord.
Right.